this is an update. As I said that I would update you on anything I do. Right now, I did send an email to the police. They don't get back to me. I did contact the Liberal government assistance of Canada in Ottawa. They told me contact Mr. Legault. I did call his writing. I did leave messages for him. Right now, I did talk to the writing in my area on Lakidi, and Christine, what's her name? Christine St. Pierre. And what's her representative's name? Martin Fecteau. I just spoke with him, and I told him, I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm not going away quiet. And right now, Mr. Legault, you need to know what's going on. He said to me, right now, you're not listening. You're not listening to anything they say to you. But you will listen. This is an important topic. There's the Liberal government and Quebec are funding IVF clinics right now. And you know what? When you are using taxpayers' money to fund something, you're accountable for anything you spend that the taxpayers' dollars spend. Right now, our children are being stolen. Our embryos have no rights. There's no law in Quebec or in Canada that safeguards our genetic material, our children, that you're paying for to retrieve. And if you're retrieving our embryos and paying for it, you're accountable to the taxpayer. Not only are you responsible, you should be aware that embryos are being stolen to infertile couples that don't pass an adoption process. What kind of homes are these doctors putting our children in? If you can't pass a simple adoption process, you don't deserve to be a parent. Children are the most valuable thing we have in our lives. Family. And if you steal our family and you place them in an unfit home, why? Because they have money to pay crooked doctors to get our embryos. Like I was told, embryos sell for $5,000 to $10,000 an embryo with no chance of pregnancy. Safeguard our most vulnerable people in our society. It's our children. Our children need to be protected. There need to be a database for these children. Where does the genetic material come from? A database is needed. The government needs to allow, to tell you where ovum agencies are. Where are they? Sperm donor clinics, Snowflake Foundation, Christian foundations that have embryos that are going to be given up to an adoption in the process to a future adopted parents. They have safeguards for these children. What the family's wishes are for their children. We have a right to decide where our children are going to be, not to be stolen. My child was stolen. Right now, the Montreal police are looking into it. So I think, because they don't answer their phone calls, they don't answer their emails. They're not accountable to anybody. Right now, they're doing shit all. You know what? They say they're underfunded, everything. Do your job and maybe the government will give you more money. But sitting on your ass doing nothing is not being accountable to society. They told me they were supposed to go into the clinic 4 weeks ago. I haven't heard nothing. They were supposed to speak to the doctor. They were supposed to speak to the nurse who stole my embryo out of the room.
Mommy.
Who stole her brother. You're accountable to her. You're accountable to my son.
Mommy.
Right now, where's the justice?
Mom.
Where's the justice? You know,
Mommy.
children
Mommy.
are what's important. And no one's protecting them. Who's protecting my son? These people
Mommy.
paid to have him. They didn't have my parental separation. You're supposed to go to a lawyer and have my parental rights withdrawn and them to take over. There's no contract with me. I did not give up my parental rights. I was in the transfer room doing the transfer with him in December of 2018 when this nurse took the embryo tube out of the room, ran out of the room, and the doctor stopped me. Trust me, trust me. He's a liar, a thief. Where's the trust? He let me go through painful procedures. And if you ever done IVF and taking progesterone injections, oh, that hurts. Let me tell you, when the eggs start coming out and the welts and the pain and putting ice packs on your ass because you hurt. And you have to continue taking it just in case of another pregnancy. You have to continue. And when you continue, there's more and more pain and bruising. Let me tell you, it's not okay. Nothing is okay. What happened to me? Nothing. Right now, I'm on Facebook. I just got out of Facebook jail, by the way. Woohoo! You know, because someone reported me. Because this sounds so outrageous. And it's true. Unfortunately, it's true. And I want justice. And I want justice for other women who lost their children and don't know about it yet. Ask Mr. Lagon. We want a database for children. A database that protects children. I will be going on TikTok and I will be sending out a message on TikTok. Hopefully it goes viral. Right now, I have it under Sharon Linus. But right now, I have to change it where I get in the algorithm of this. And keywords and getting it out there, the message. Like, I don't know squat about this. I'm trying to learn and figuring it out and everything. Like, right now I have 200 views. It's okay, 6 days. It's 6 days, 200 views. And you know what? I will be doing Facebook Live today. I will be talking about who I talked to, what I did today, putting out the videos, and letting people be aware of how hard I'm fighting for my children. Right now, it's not okay what was done to me. I had my money stolen. I had my child stolen. I provided my own medical care. And there's nothing. I spent $10,000 on 4 different attorneys to try to get this to court. I got mad with my last attorney because he was stalling and stalling and stalling. And he wanted, you know, to do it. And right now, we work things out. Right now, he's waiting for me. And we will file again in court once the DNA is done. we have to prove this. There's always a record of everything that's done in this life. And DNA don't lie for anybody. People lie all the time. But what kind of person are you? There's many good people in this world. And unfortunately, we have a lot of disgusting people that don't care about you or I or anybody, just about themselves. They're called narcissists. And right now, this couple, I consider you selfish. I consider you the underbelly of what's wrong in this world. You put yourself first. You didn't think about who you were taking this from. You didn't care. There are agencies out there that would help you. Like our fairy godmother. Kathy Roberto would have helped you. I'm telling you that. Her agency would have helped you. There are many other agencies out there too. Let me tell you. There are surrogacy agencies. There are ovum donor clinics. There's a lot of things out there. Like our fairy godmother is an amazing corporation. And they help a lot of families. You didn't have to do what you did to me. You know, you had no right to touch my embryos. This doctor had no right to sell you my embryos. Right now, you're accountable, not only to me and my children, but to a lot of people. And they can sue you. You can be brought to the US and be sued. Let me tell you, you broke not only Canadian laws, but US laws. You know nothing about me. You know nothing what transpired. And let me tell you, I will never let this go. You will be held accountable. This doctor will be held accountable. This nurse will be held accountable. What you've done from the very beginning by stealing embryos, lying to me, saying you destroyed it when you didn't. You know, you broke trust. If you broke it with me, you broke it with other people. And right now, I'm telling you, if you have a conscience, you will set this record straight. Like the doctor said, he had no contract with me at this position. So give legal ownership to the clinic. That's a laugh. I spend the money. I go through the pain and agony of being frugal. Like, I'm talking cheap, tight. And my older children suffered because I was wanting something so bad. I cut back on corners, being extremely frugal. And I made my dreams come true. And right now, you know what? I made promises and that, you know, that I didn't keep. Because I wanted this baby so badly. And like, I don't know if you've ever been in pain in your life before, but losing my common law husband was the painful experience that I ever had. And he helped me together through everything that I've been through as a child, as a young adult, having my heart broken, having people lie, manipulate, you know, he picked up the pieces. And we raised my 2 older children together. See, I never wanted to get married. Never. Because my life experiences hasn't been good. You know, I never wanted an attachment with anybody. And unfortunately in this life, you need that piece of paper to protect you. And I'm learning pieces of paper, maybe they're not worth a lot, you know, but one day they will be worth something. Have it done. And right now, I regret everything. You know, I never knew what love was. Never. And losing him, we were planning at the end to get married and to have more children. He came down with the heart problems, where his heart swelled up like a pumpkin. He thought it was pneumonia because he was diabetic and never took care of himself properly. And 6 weeks after the surgery, he died at the Jewish General Hospital. The nurses there go, "Why did you take more sugar?" He goes, "I feel like I'm having a low sugar reaction." And we were waiting to see a psychiatrist. And he goes, "I can't feel nothing from my neck down." I went to get the nurse. The nurse didn't want to come. I grabbed her back to him. He coded. You know what she said? The guy in psych coded. They started working on him. They couldn't get him back. I watched my rock die. And I don't know about you, but I've been numb. And I wanted the pieces of my life right there. And I wanted more children. We had our house. We had a condo. We had money. And then when you think life can't get worse, it does. I had his brother come after me. Said he didn't even know me. I was with him from the time I was 18 until the time he was died, and he didn't know me. He lied in court. That's what liars do. And in order to get rid of the brother, I gave him a condo on Westmore in Fielding. He had to sell it because he couldn't pay his lawyer's fees. See, what he put me through cost me $170,000. Where's the justice? You know, when you can be dragged through the courts and being paid court fees and everything and giving up. You know, I did have an amazing lawyer that felt bad for me. He's a constitutional lawyer. And he didn't charge me. Because at the point where I was, I had the house that was put in my name. I had this one shady lawyer that went to court. And he was awarded $30,000 plus interest and everything. $55,000 plus all the other money that I had to pay going to lawyer to lawyer to lawyer to fight a lawyer bill. See, I gave up a lot And I had to save up this money for IVF, for my dreams of having another baby. From 2013 till now. You know, it's like putting up money and wanting this and longing for pieces of my past to fulfill. And doctors telling me, no, can't help you. No. The government was paying for IVF. And they didn't want to. Soon the government stopped paying. That's when the phone calls started coming. But I didn't realize about abuses that were happening. I knew that, yeah, people are scums. You know, when it comes to money, they are. So right now, you know what? I tried to protect myself by doing a paper trail, having credit card records, having records of payments. Because, like, listen, where I came from, we dealt in cash. We can put a car in someone else's name. We could do things. And trust. Honor. There is no trust and no honor. You know, I've tried hard to protect myself. But I thought I had contracts. I thought I had everything down pat. I thought I was protecting myself. I didn't. I told the doctor I wanted nothing to be destroyed. Coming in later, he destroyed it. I was pregnant at the time. What am I going to say? What am I going to do? I had the happiest day of my life on Mother's Day of 2018. No, 2017. My son was born 2018, January 5th. See, during that time, the doctor was using those 4 embryos on that couple. Without my knowledge, without my consent, being blind. See, crimes happen behind your back. Without your knowledge, without your consent, without you knowing. And when I went back to get pregnant for my daughter, he already promised them my 3 embryos. He gave them to them. The woman told me, you know, she was upset. She had to give away one of her embryos in front of the elevator. The husband told her to shut the fuck up. You know you're not allowed talking about this. They knew what they were doing. She didn't get pregnant in November. I didn't. But my question is to everybody out there, why would he have her in the transfer room in December, knowing he only had 1 embryo? The embryo was in the room with me. I do believe that he was going to transfer the embryo to me. But this nurse ran out of the room. And that's when that woman got pregnant. You know what? He told me she was on her 6th transfer in March. He told me this. He goes, this is a miracle. 6 transfers and she got pregnant. With my stolen embryo that I paid to have transferred to me. Then he walks out of the room and he's laughing and he goes, I guess I owe you some money. He never gave me money. I paid another $32,000 and tried looking for another doctor, another clinic. I went to Procrea. And the doctor said, you know, he was going to put it in front of the review and everything. And the college to medicine and everything was, you know, with the other doctor that failed the cycle on purpose. In the process of everything. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm doing everything I can. And what happened was, he goes, I'm going to run tests on you to say you're healthy, you're capable. I know it's possible. So you know what? I did all the tests. I was healthy. But I was on a time limit because of age restriction. And I was forced to go back to this other doctor. Because things move slowly in infertility, if you don't know that. Very slow. And if I had to just wait and try to go to another clinic or go to Europe or the Ukraine, it possibly could have happened there. But I didn't want to take that chance. See, holding on to the past and holding on to everything and trying to fulfill something that's deep inside you. See, like, everybody has baggage. I'm not saying I don't have baggage. I do. I have a lot of baggage. You know, my father made promises to my mother. And my mother died in 1992 in front of me. Massive heart attack. In front of my brothers and me. You know, my father came to the funeral. But, let me tell you, he didn't pay for it. It was paid by me and my brothers and sisters. One of my brothers didn't finish paying off his debt. My brother David. He's an asshole. And I paid it. My other brother told me, you know what? Let it be on him. I can't do it. See, that's the type of person I am. You know, I will always do what's right. I paid it. And we have my mother in the mausoleum. My father promised my mother, you know, let's get a divorce, everything. I'll give you $1,000 to get a new fridge. Yes, my mother divorced my father for a fridge. And she signed the paper with him saying, you know, when he dies, everything will be left to us. Like, my father is a millionaire. My dad got taken advantage of by a younger woman my age, that he left his current wife, that he left for his girlfriend. See, my father cheated on my mother with his best friend, her best friend, and lived with her for many, many years. My mother raised us by herself. Strong woman. You see, my father left her for the next door neighbor and married the next door neighbor and divorced his, you know, it's like everything. And right now he's living with his ex-wife. See, I come from a very complicated family. And see, my mother signed a contract with my dad saying, I want nothing from you, but when you die, all the money will go to my kids. My father right now, it's like he's having health issues, everything, and being taken advantage of by other people. Like, I doubt that my dad will ever give us anything. Like, right now, my dad, like, I told him, when I talked to him a couple of years ago, and my father said, I asked him, did you ever love my mom? He goes, you're upsetting me, and he hung up on me. See, that's what happens when people know they do wrong in life. See, he didn't honor my mother. And right now, I don't even think he honors his kids. See, he wanted children, he got them, but then he didn't know what to do with them. See, it's not about having your DNA out there. Creating a family, it's about love and raising your children. Like what I've done with my children is raise them, love them, take care of them, put them through university. My two younger ones, I will do the same thing for them. I provide for my children. See, my father relied on charities to support his children. And I'm putting it out there. My father is a piece of shit. He never took care of us, never fed us, never put winter clothes on our back, our boots. It was charities. See, for me, I'm a shopaholic because of my past. I provide for my children. See, when my mother used to bring groceries in the house, we were happy, you know? When I bring groceries in the house, when my children were still living with me, they would cry. You know, where are we going to put it, you know? I always made sure that food was abundant. See, we carry baggage from our past. And it's, you know what? Having it, like, I'm owning it. See, I have a nice house. I have rental income coming in. I have money in the bank. I'm self-sufficient. Why? Because of my past. I take care of my family. I take care of my children. Last year for Christmas, I spent $3,000 on Paw Patrol because my little boy, he loves Paw Patrol. And those are the only words that he would say. You know, it's Paw Patrol. And anything Paw Patrol related, I bought it. See, my little boy, right now they think there's something wrong with him, but he doesn't speak. And, you know, using a donor, you don't know until something pops up. And I'm waiting for the specialist to come back. We're going private. See, children like this is everything. Genetic diseases. You know, we don't know.
Hey.
Sometimes.
Hi.
And you know what? This is what it's about.
Yeah. But.
Like, she's different than Zane.
But.
Zane never spoke, never said nothing.
Ah.
He was the quietest little boy. She speaks more right now than he did. Like, he's in daycare right now. And he improved last year. He was in speech therapy. But they're still recommending him get tested. Like I say, Paw Patrol, it did it, you know? And it's like, he has every Paw Patrol on the market.
Yeah.
And even the new ones right now, it's like, trying to get him toilet trained, it's Super Jets. And he wants it so bad. And I get him one a week. Every time he does it, you know. For 1 week, he'll get his Super Jet. See, that's the kind of mom I have. I get on my children's level. And I understand what they want and how to reach them. See, even with my older children, I bought my son a car, you know. See, I love my children more than life itself. Like, I make sacrifices for them. And like I said in my other videos, I never want to hurt my children. And you know what? It's like, the truth always comes out, no matter what. See, we all carry baggage. We all have to do things in life, you know? But truth, like, Mr. Logo, I'm asking you for your help. Please help me. Because you know what? If you don't step up, who is? Right now, the health minister told me, not even Justin Trudeau can help me. There's no laws on IVF. So you know what? I'm reaching out to you. As a member of our government, but most important, as a father. Please, do something. Stop these people from making money on our children and on women's backs. It's not right. We have to do something. A database. Being allowed to say where to go. Please help us. All I want is justice. The truth has to be told. You know, truth hurts. And you know what? It has to be told. The pain and the anguish that I'm going through, losing my child, what happened to me. The financial burdens that I put on my family for my dream. Right now, I need you to help me with the truth. Because I don't think the Montreal police are going to do anything, the investigative units. Like right now, I reached the Liberal Party. The Liberal Party of Canada, I spoke with them. They said to contact you. That's what I'm doing. I'm contacting you. Right now, please help. I am going to be putting out other videos. I did record the conversation, by the way. I did learn that. So you know what? Before I embarrass anybody, I just want the truth. See, I emailed the Justice Minister. He never got back. The Health Minister did. And his response is, I can't help you. Not even Justin Trudeau can help you. So how do I feel when my government can't help me? Mr. Legault, you need to help. Right now, the Liberal Party referred me to you. Please, do something. You know, this is what you're protecting. Say hi. Hi, pretty girl.
Mommy.
And please help with this, please. This is what you're protecting. You know, bring justice to my story. That's all I'm asking. For this little girl and my son, please help. This is why I'm doing this. It's for my children. See, that's what's the most important thing in my life is my kids. You see what this doctor did to me? I can't forgive it. I've been through so much in my life that right now, all I want is my family. I want things to be rectified. See, pain, anguish, you know what? It's there. And you know what? You can help alleviate it. Justice. That's all I want is justice. Okay, I'm going to end this vlog right now. As I said, there's going to be more coming today. And put it there, out there on YouTube. I'm going to go on TikTok. Put my message out there. Other bloggers, I'm doing it. People are going to know everything. Your people that voted for you will know. What are you going to do? All right. Talk to you later.